Welcome back to the Bible role-playing game. Last episode we finished our adventure with Shimon, and this episode we're going to begin our adventure with Elior, the legal scribe. You have a picture of him up on the screen. As a reminder, Elior is driven by a desire to reform the corrupt practices he witnesses among the local magistrates. Elior seeks to uphold the principles of justice and righteousness throughout his work. He also hopes to write a comprehensive guide on scribal law, so he's basically a commentary writer, to empower the common people and protect their rights. Very interesting. 10-minute timer is now started. We have our scribal law mastery, our cursive writing, our historical knowledge, negotiation, research, and public speaking. Of course, that's balanced by a list of crippling pitfalls. Overthinking, social awkwardness, distrust of authority. That's great. Legalistic rigor, physical frailty, nervousness and pressure. Great. So basically, if he goes to try to talk to anyone in authority, he's going to be overthinking, socially awkward, distrusting of authority, and nervous, and have 4 disadvantage rolls. Outstanding. He has his ink and quill, scroll of ancient laws, leather satchel, wax seal, and simple sand timer. Oh, trust me, Elior is going to be a sassy boy. Conversations are taking too long. He's going to whip out his sand timer. Let's go. Come on. -1 strength, +1 dexterity, 0 constitution, 3 intelligence, 2 wisdom, 0 charisma. Special ability, legal insight. Once per session, Elior can automatically succeed on a legal related skill check as he draws from his vast knowledge and understanding of the law to decipher complex issues. With that, our hook for this part of our adventure with Elior. Elior has learned of a corrupt magistrate, Kalos, manipulating land laws to dispossess the poor of Jerusalem, which at this time was known as Jebus. He seeks to gather evidence and allies to write a petition against Kalos. While interviewing local farmers, Elior's tendency to overthink slows down his ability to gather crucial information in time to prevent injustices. The social awkwardness causes misunderstandings with potential allies, leading to missed opportunities for support. And our goal is to collect enough evidence to draft a powerful petition and rally public opinion against Kalos. With that, we have our location, turmoil in the farmers' quarter of Jebus. We'll also look. First action, you already know it. Let's pull up Elior's inventory. Make that blue. Elior's stuff's going to be blue in here. We're going to roll for a check with a +3 intelligence. Anything here? It's not a high pressure situation. I don't overthink it. It's not social. It's not authority. It's not legalistic, I think. It's not physical. And we're not under pressure, which is so funny. Nervousness and pressure and overthinking both give disadvantage on a high pressure, which is very funny. Looks like I just have a +3 intelligence, unless research, public speaking, negotiation, historical knowledge, cursive writing, and scribal law mastery. Alright, +3 on intelligence. I'm going to use that as I go, and I search around the town, or the quarter, farmer's quarter, of Jebus, otherwise known as Jerusalem. Okay, a 10, a 13, that is super good. Let's open up, there we go, the Enclave of Burdened Fields. Let's read about Jerusalem. The farmer's quarter is a bustling neighborhood filled with rustic homes and small plots of farmland where local farmers grow olives, figs, and grains. The air is rich with the smell of earth. The laughter of children mingles with the sounds of livestock. However, the tension is palpable. Word is spread of the corrupt magistrate Kalos, and many farmers are anxious about losing their lands. As Elior sets foot in the quarter, he sees a vibrant community struggling against oppression, which serves as the backdrop for his investigation. Alright, Elior is going to go look around. The farmer's quarter thrives on the labor of its resilient inhabitants. With narrow dirt paths winding between fields and homes, small gardens flourish, and livestock are kept close, while central communal area buzzes with market activity. However, hushed conversations about the magistrate Kalos's oppressive decrees cast a shadow over the vibrancy. Children's play among the crops. Heck no, not my child. Ain't gonna crush on my crops. But troubling murmurs from weary farmers indicate a community on edge. Great, so would you say it's high pressure? Probably. So, Elior is gonna be essentially useless. We find a bunch of clay pottery, an olive oil flask, simple tools laying around, fig baskets, animal manure, a pile of manure, valuable for farming, left nearby, showing signs of recent use. Since I have an additional leather satchel,
Collect the manure.
I am going to collect the manure. Full of manure. I don't think I spelled that right. No, I didn't. Okay. But we got a 13. So, we also find coarse bread, a shepherd's staff, dried herbs, and a leather thong. Sturdy piece of leather used for crafting or mending clothing. Ah, found buried in straw. I will take that. My inventory is iconic so far. I'll also take the shepherd's staff as I'm walking around. That might be helpful. Above 10, that's us. Not above 15. A woven basket, an old ledger. A partially damaged record book left on a farmer's desk containing crop yields and trade notes, hinting at irregular land deals. Animal feed, that could be useful. And a local map. A simple map drawn on parchment outlining the farmer's quarter. Oh, this is perfect. I don't need the woven basket. We can just take what we need. We don't have to take everything. Local map. Incredible. As I'm walking around, is there anything that I could just notice straight off the bat? I have passive 12 wisdom. Aha! Our lower wisdom discovery. Local gossip hints that a group of farmers is holding clandestine meetings. Goodness gracious. Clandestine meetings at night to discuss strategies against the magistrate's oppressive measures. Okay, so we know things are brewing in the town. Optional event. As he converses with a group of farmers, a sudden commotion arises as a rogue goat escapes from an enclosure, leading to laughter but also drawing attention to the precarious state of livestock management in the area. During the pursuit, Elior overhears a farmer mention a recent land dispute that could prove crucial in his investigation against Kalos. I'm actually, possibly for the first time, gonna use this. I'm gonna try to talk to whoever's goat it is, see if I can get some information out of him. I have animal feed that I try to lure it in with. What do I roll with? Get rid of the loot. Do I have any skills whatsoever? Negotiation, I don't think that works. Research, that ain't it. Okay, I have nothing. Probably gonna be dexterity, maybe wisdom. I'm setting a trap, so maybe that'll be wisdom, hopefully. So a +2. Oh, of course. Okay, this is speaking engagements. Ah, high pressure situations. Of course I'm gonna overthink. So roll disadvantage, a 5, +2. Okay. I use all of my animal feed to get it back. I roll a 7. I want to talk to the owner of the animal if it succeeds. If not, I don't know that I want to talk to the owner of the animal because I let it go. As Elior steps forward, the laughter of the farmers echoes around him while the rogue goat makes a frantic dash through the narrow streets of the farmer's quarter. The goat, bleating, not bleeding, darts between barrels and around corners as Elior shakes out his bag of animal feed, the grains glistening like small treasures in the sunlight. With determination born from necessity, Elior calls out soothingly to the goat, his wisdom guiding his gestures as he spreads the feed on the ground before him. The goat, enticed by the grains, hesitates, its wild eyes glancing back at the chaos it's created. With a roll of 7, Elior's attempt to trap the goat succeeds. Amazing! Probably because I'm using actual feed. The animal's curiosity comes with its frantic energy, and it begins nibbling at the feed, allowing Elior to gently corner it and secure a hold on its harness. The farmers cheer him on, some even chuckling at the sight of a scribe capturing the mischievous creature. What the heck? Rude. Once Elior has successfully calmed the goat and led it back to its owner, an elderly farmer with a sun-weathered face approaches, gratitude shining in his eyes. "Thank you, young scribe," he says, patting Elior on the shoulder. "This goat has been causing me trouble all week. I owe you a favor. What do you seek?" Elior seizes the moment, recalling the farmer's mention of a recent land dispute that could aid his investigation against Kalos. Alright, that's the end of our episode. In the next episode, I'm going to be interviewing this guy, so we'll see what happens, and I'll talk to you then. Wow, what an adventure we had today. Thanks for joining us in the Bible role-playing game. Hope to see you in our next episode. Leave any comments down below for what you think Eliab needs to do next to complete his mission.